My name is Alan Adams. I'm the General Manager of Southport Flower Show and Victoria Park events in Southport, Merseyside, right in the heart of the town centre. Southport Flower Show has been around since 1924. So this year we're celebrating our 100th anniversary show. We've not done 100 shows, so let's just get that clear. We missed a show through the World War, so we missed a few shows there. We missed 2 shows through COVID, so it's actually our 93rd show this year. But we're still celebrating the 100th anniversary from the first ever Southport Flower Show in 1924. I should have brought a picture along, actually, because there's a picture of a committee from the first ever Southport Flower Show committee in 1924. And the demographic, you probably wouldn't be surprised to know, is about 30 old gentlemen, all there very portly in waistcoats and handlebar moustaches and glasses and bowler hats, and that was the Flower Show committee way back when. Obviously now, our demographic for the board of trustee directors in our charity and my team working with me on the park and help deliver the show is very, very different, very diverse, and certainly doesn't look like it did in 1924. So yeah, it's 100 years celebration, been going for years and years and years. We're world famous, we do have a reputation. We're actually the largest independent flower show in the UK. People talk about Chelsea, talk about Tatton, talk about Hampton Court, and they're run and funded by the RHS, Royal Horticultural Society. We're not. We don't have any of that. We are totally independent. We do not have any funding. We don't have anybody giving us large chunks of cash. We don't have anything else apart from Victoria Park that we look after and manage. And we solely run as a charity every year and deliver Southport Flower Show every year to 50,000 plus people who visit the town every year. So a bit of a long story, really. I've been involved in this show since 2005. I was asked to come along to be a volunteer. A friend of mine who's involved in the show has been for many years, a chap called Terry Tasker. He was the horticultural volunteer manager at the time, friend of the family. I used to play Crown Green Bowls with him. And he said, do you fancy coming to help? Back in 2005. And I've always been one to help out. I've always run events. I've always done things. I've always been the kind of the gobby one who's like, I'll do that, I'll do this and help, just because I love helping people. So I got involved and I stood behind a counter in the amateur marquee, telling people the toilets are there, the food's in that direction, the arena's over there, have a nice day. And that's where it all began. So I started as a volunteer in 2005. And then I've not missed a show since. I've worked my way through the volunteer ranks as to be assistant manager of the amateur marquee within the flower show. Then I became the manager of the amateur competitive marquee, one of the largest amateur exhibits and competitions in the country. And then I was asked a few years back to come out of that marquee and kind of help out generally on the ground. And at that point as well, I was asked to be a trustee director of Southport Flower Show, because we're a charity, and I'll talk about that a bit later. And then, effectively, while I was on the board, the previous general manager said a few years back, I've had enough. And to be honest, it's always been my dream job, really. So I was very fortunate to be appointed. Had to be interviewed by my peers and my fellow trustees. And I was appointed to the role as general manager of Southport Flower Show and Victoria Park, February 2020. And then it kind of went a little bit pear-shaped a few months after that, to be honest. But I would say, COVID, we won't kind of touch too much on that. But I've been there for 4 years now, over 4 years, 4.5 years. This will be my 3rd show in charge of the shows, because we missed the first 2 years of my tenure through COVID. And we're looking forward to the show happening on the 15th to 18th of August this year. The flower show, we've got a few little tweaks this year that's going to be new. Obviously, a lot of our people who get regular visitors come and want to come and see show gardens, want to come and see floral art and grand floral exhibits. And we've got all that. We've got that with abundance, to be honest. I mean, this year we've got a record 19 show gardens coming that we've never had that for years and years gone by. So that's going to be absolutely amazing show gardens. But new, in terms of we're bringing something back that's new this year, is show jumping. So many, many moons ago, and again, probably when the flower show first started, it was always advertised, should I say, as a grand floral fete with horse leaping extravaganza. And we've had many, probably listeners and viewers and alike would know from years gone by that show jumping was always synonymous with Southport Flower Show. It stopped about the middle 80s when the council kind of didn't run it anymore and we took over as a charity. So, and the costs were sky high. But this year, as a gesture and a token to the olden days, is that we brought show jumping back. So we're going to have some show jumping demonstrations on the Saturday and Sunday of the show this year. But also new, just a few different things, a few new exhibitors, really. We're not going to change, and we can't really change the show drastically. We've got a few little tweaks here, there, and everywhere. But really, it's just, people just come and see for themselves. Come and see what's new. Come and see what's still there. Come and see, the gardens, the exhibits, the traders, the food, the cookery, the celebrities. You name it, you come and see it. So this year we've got a huge amount of celebrities coming again this year. So from a gardening perspective, we've got the likes of Alan Frost, who's one of the lead presenters of BBC's Gardener's World. We have ITV's David Dominey from Love Your Garden and various other things he does on ITV with Alan Titchmarsh. We've got Beechgrove Gardens. So for those really true horticulturalists who wake up on a Sunday morning, probably a lot earlier than some others, who watch BBC Two's Beechgrove Gardens, and a lady called Carol Baxter and a gentleman called George Anderson, two of the lead presenters. They're coming along this year to the show on Thursday and Friday. And we've got also for the kids a guy called the Skinny Jean Gardener. He's very popular, CBeebies, Blue Peter presenter. He's just been appearing all over the place at the moment. He's really fun gardening, gets the kids into gardening. We also have a guy called Martin Fish, who's bringing his roadshow. Martin's a very well-known horticulturalist in the UK, presenter on various radio programmes. He's bringing his potting bench roadshow, and he's going to be talking to some of the exhibitors and some of the true gardeners who are visiting the show to share their knowledge and share their experience. So from the gardening side, we're really happy with what we've got on there. But also the flower show over the recent years, we're well known for our celebrity chefs as well. So we have a fantastic cookery theatre. We have a great food avenue there. And this year we've got a great celebrity chef every day of the show. So on Thursday, our opening day, on Thursday the 15th of August, we've got Matt Tebbett from BBC's Saturday Kitchen. Matt's coming along. He's a lovely guy. I've been speaking to him, tried to get him along to Southport, security services. He's going to love it, and we're going to love him. He's such a nice guy. On Friday, we've got Channel 4 Sunday Brunch, Simon Rimmer. So Simon's been before, a few years back. He's a great supporter of the show. He actually came last year, a little bit incognito, and we're having a chat, and he's coming along this year with his daughter Flo, and they're going to be doing very quick and quick meals in the cookery theatre for people on the go. And then Flo, his daughter, is going to be interviewing him in the Garden Theatre on the Friday evening, Friday afternoon, shall I say, of the show. So Simon Rimmer, Friday. We've also got Nisha Katona from Mowgli and the Great British Menu on BBC Two. She's coming along on Saturday and doing a book signing as well as a talk and some cookery demos. And then on Sunday, another great guy came last year, ITV's Phil Vickery from This Morning. Phil came along to the show last year, absolutely fell in love with it. And literally within 2 days of him going last year, I booked him for this year. He's absolutely such a lovely guy. A lot of these celebrities, to be honest, you meet quite a few over the years. And some are, okay, thank you very much. Read into that what you want. Others are absolutely, fantastic. But you know what? At the end of the day, people want to come and see them. They love it, and we love them as well. We look after them. We treat them nicely. So we've got the gardeners, we've got the celebrity chefs, but also we look at TV personalities as well. So there's a few yet to be announced. I'm not quite sure when this podcast is going to go out, but there'll be a big announcement soon, and probably maybe strictly related, because that always goes down very well. And also on Sunday for the kids, we've got CBeebies Justin Fletcher coming along. Other people may know him as Mr. Tumble, but it's Justin Fletcher coming to do a couple of shows in our Garden Theatre on Sunday. And there might be a few other surprise guests coming along. We'll have to just wait and see. Wait till August. Just come to the show and see. So tickets are available from our website, and all the information there and all the celebrity guests and all the news about the show can be found at southportflowershow.co.uk. And more news and other events that we host on the park can be found at victoriaparkevents.co.uk. My office is on the park, Victoria Park, so if anybody is in the vicinity or anybody's coming to Southport, coming to the park, feel free to come and say hello. And my team and myself are located in Victoria Park. But tickets this year, at the moment, they're probably about £25, £26, depending on what time this goes out. It's £29 on the gate this year. But Southport residents, if anybody is listening to this from Southport, that you can buy your tickets for only £18, which is a massive £11 saving from the gate price. And they're available from the Atkinson in Law Street, from Busybodies in Birkdale Village, from the Lion Shop in Ainsdale, or the Chocolate Shop in Churchtown Village. Proof of residency is required to get a discounted ticket, but we want to give something back to Southport folk. You know, I mean, Southport, it's a Southport Flower Show. You know, it's not a show just for Southport, it's a show for everybody across the UK. But we really want to support our local residents. We want to get Southport people supporting us as a charity, as a park, and come and see the 100th anniversary show this year. Why not?
Perfect. Well done, my friend.
Yeah? All right.
Cool. Well, yeah, but I do. You can see where we down to. There's so much in there. Yeah,